me from my connection. The God consciousness is what spark is. That he was made in me, triple darkness. I submit to thee, yes I do, sir. And together we are the rulers. He is the he of the script. I am the we of the script. You are reading my sis. I am the chosen. I don't need to get picked. I expect respect on my name. You can even add a check with.
Not quite sure how this works. I don't know if this is on. I don't know if this is on Instagram or not.
See, my physical is new to this. That's my only trust, my intuitive. If I go put you in standby, that's because what you are, I'm anti. I can't let you know my frequency, so my presence is granted less frequently. Two-step, can't be paid to be a mistress.
Yes, how's everybody doing? I'm just sitting here chilling. You know, tomorrow, 3:30 this morning, I'm supposed to be in the air. But my passport's not here, y'all. I'm supposed to be going to the airport at 3:30 in the morning to get on a 5:30 flight, and my passport's not here. Let me tell you why I'm not tripping, why I don't care, and why I'm chilling. And I'm not sitting here losing my mind. Hey, because I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Yes. I'm not tripping off of the fact that my that my passport didn't come today. And so if you've been following me, you know that a few days ago, I was really heavy in my heart, really heavy in my spirit about my father and his reaction to me getting on a plane on December the 15th and going to the Caribbean to stop my winter spiritual sabbatical. For me to take that time to say, hey, I know when I was in between realms, what Jamie Foxx called the tunnel, what he was calling the tunnel, I called when I was ascending. I know exactly what he was talking about. But my ending wasn't his ending. What he was talking about in his thing is we didn't have the same experience, not at all. And we two different people, so we shouldn't have the same experience. I'm not knocking his. What happened here was beautiful. Please don't get me wrong. I'm just saying my experience is not his experience. The things that he's seen in the spiritual things that what his experience, it was not mine. Mine was I see my ancestors. Mine was the ancestors came and they were dancing around the hospital bed. And then all of a sudden I was no longer in the hospital and now I'm ascending. And as I'm ascending, I'm seeing different deities. I'm seeing different deities all around me. And I'm starting to get a little confused. Okay. And then I started to get a little angry, like, what's going on? And that's when I was no longer I wasn't in the hospital. I was in like a village, is a mess I could say is a village. And they took me and they placed me into orange clay. And when I came up from the orange clay, I remember it clear as day. All I could see was the white of my eyes, and even the, because I don't even have eyelashes, but there I had eyelashes, healthy eyelashes, and the clay was even on the eyelash. I was just saturated in orange clay. And so I looked up orange clay much later in the Yoruba, which is my mother's bloodline from West Africa, Nigeria. And so there's a very significance to that, not the red clay, but the orange clay. And there's significance to that of healing. So anyway, there was conversation, but I can't remember the conversation. All I remember is the name Vanessa. So I remembered when I came back and I woke up 4 days later, and I woke up and all I had was the name Vanessa. And so it wasn't until I was out of the hospital, out of rehab, and back at my family house for the brief moment that I was there, until I was blessed with the penthouse that I'm in now. And I got a call from the district attorney. And the district attorney said, we want to let you know that we're getting ready to press charges. You guys have heard the story. And when they gave the name, the young lady's name was Vanessa. Okay. And so, that's all that I remember. But I remember them talking to me. But I just can't hear. I can't remember and I can't hear. And so this sabbatical that I'm going on, this spiritual sabbatical that I'm going on, is going to hear, going to reconnect, going to say, I know all this vision, all this that you've given me for my younger sisters, and all the pushing that I've been doing for all these years, and all that I've been giving out, and all that I've been wanting to do to collect even more young women and to help them and guide them with love and show them how to then go back and embrace the next generation and the younger ones, so that we can now bring healing instead of passing down trauma, instead of passing down toxic traits when it comes to love. And what does it actually even mean to love, and what is the characteristics of love? Because that's where my whole organization comes from, that place of love. Now, I know that a part of the reason why I had to go through this traumatic event was to push me out of my comfort zone, so that I'd come and do just this right now and say, hey, my name is Arika Michelle, and I have a nonprofit organization that works with young women of color. And I've been doing this for 3 or 4 decades. But you know what? Over the last 15 years, I've actually developed programs and curriculum. And I've actually tested that curriculum. We've created online magazines. We've created books. We've created a number one out of all of that, a lifelong community of support and love. And it's genuine love. And it's real love. And I'm so thankful for the time and the way that I was able to build my organization, and those that are here, and those that are coming back now to take my arms, that have been with me for 15, 20 years. This me being shot actually has opened the door, because what else is there to do? Play small? You can't continue to play small. I know that what I have is needed. It's not the solution. It's not the solution, but it's needed. And it works. And this is the thing, it works. And I have the proof that it works. because the young ladies who are within the organization, there's not just about me, but they have relationship with each other. And these relationships have sustained to where they were younger and now they're these girls are married, got babies, and things of that nature, got husbands. And so me being shot in me having to almost lose my life, I believe was for many different reasons. Number one, disobedience, because I was told not to go back, and I went back, even though I had stayed away for months. When I got home, I went back to where I shouldn't have went back to. Number two, that I'm no longer playing it small and just saying it's okay. I'm okay with the 4 or 5 girls that I have. I'm gonna build, but in actuality, I've really been okay with the 4 or 5 girls that I've had, that I've been transitioning and being for them in their lives since they were 14, 17, and 19 years old. Building the bond, being there for them, doing what I said I was going to do. However, I also know that I wasn't given the vision to have a whole organization if it was just for me to keep to myself and just the few girls that have found me. And so being shot has thrown me out here and thrust me out here to say, I don't have time to worry about what anybody else might think about me, what anybody else might, or how you might perceive me, because I do things differently. I do things differently. I don't go along with the way that the world does things. And that's different to so many people. And so many people who actually have faith and claim faith, you would think would understand more than anybody, right? You think they would understand more than anybody this journey and be there. Go, sis, go. But it wasn't that way. But that's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. These were phases and things I had to go through to chisel myself out, or excuses that I was making to continue to play it short, to play it small. And so, but anyways, back to the passport. I'm thankful that I'm learning to listen again, that I'm trusting my ear again. Because for maybe 3 or 4 days ago, my spirit said, you need to move your ticket. You need to move your ticket. And I did that out of the love for my father. Putting my, and y'all knew I was ready to get on that plane. I was ready to get on that plane. In a couple of hours, I'd be on that plane. Tomorrow afternoon, I'd be in the Caribbean. But my spirit said, no, you're going to cancel. And you're going to move it back. And that's why I'm not tripping that my passport's not here. Because Spirit had already pre-prepared me. So instead, I'm rejoicing. And I'm like, yes, I'm hearing again. Yes, I'm being obedient. Yes, I did hear what I heard. And I moved it. And I moved it. And now today, listen, it's been an issue with the passport. When I first filled it out at the end of October, the postmaster had me fill out the wrong one because he thought I could do a renewal because I lost my first one. I thought I lost it, and it was actually in my car. Anyway, so they had me fill out a DS-82 form, which would be a replacement. They denied that, said you can't do that. You got to fill out a whole new request form. Well, they emailed me on November the 5th with that. So I immediately called to the postmaster, said, what's going on? Like, I explained my situation to you. You know, you told me this is the form that to fill out, filled it out, paid all the money for the expedited, you know, and everything that I needed to do, $165. And what's going on, you know? So we filled out the right paperwork right then and there. I paid an additional $35 to send it back out again on November the 5th. So I've already paid for that 2 weeks expedite. Passport ain't here. So I call, and I'm calling like, what's going on? Right? And they're like, oh, well, we got to have an extra $60 for this and an extra $20 for that. I'm like, no. I already paid for all that. Well, let's hold your card just in case. Just in case. So when it, and I'm going to put this little thing note I'm put this little note, and they'll see it, they'll pull it, and they'll expedite it to you. Honey, my passport is still not here. I called the other day. I think on the 9th was the last time that I called. And they said, yes, that it was through. And I think what they did is they just put it in the regular mail. They did not expedite it. So they're like, let us know by the 11th if you don't get it. And of course, I didn't get it. And it's still not here. And I'm smiling because I'm like, whoo, I'm so thankful that I listened. I'm so thankful that I listened. Because if I didn't listen, I'd be in a world of mess right now. Hoping that it would have been here today. No, honey. So anyways, that's all. I'm excited about that. And we got some really exciting things coming down the pike. Like I said, the butterflies are back. We're doing some things. I have 2 teams right now. We have our butterflies getting ready to do our online marketing for our online course, 5 S's in the C. That's me, Women's Development and Training course. And then I have another set that are doing healing, the healing retreat. And those sisters that are helping plan for the healing retreat. And we have decided that they said a week is too long. So it's no longer a week of peace retreat because they're like a week's too long. So we're going to cut it down to, I think, like a weekend. But I'll start shows with them in January. So instead of me being here just talking like this right now, there'll be a panel of us, and they'll come in and they'll start talking about some healing, some things that these young girls are in a variety of different ages, from 20 all the way up. And so, and having them talk and share about things that they want to share about what young women are going through from their perspective and healing. And of course, then we want to invite y'all to meet us in August. You know, we want to invite y'all to come on out and meet us by the river. And let's take that time to collectively come together and heal. In that event, husbands and men are actually invited to join us for that particular event. Let me see. I will be in California, I think in May, speaking at an event. I'll be hosting in September 12th in Daytona Beach, Florida. Then we have the one in August. So yeah, just gearing up for a lot of healing events. I think I'm speaking. I just got asked yesterday to speak and to be honored at an event out here in Boston in February. So, of course, I'll be in the islands for that, but we'll do it virtually. So, I'll come on virtually. So, yeah, um, I was trying to, not trying, but, just waiting patiently for takeoff. Because once I close the doors here, it's takeoff time, baby. It's takeoff time. Everything that I have been putting in the background training for is such a time as now. Like all the marketing, like I do a lot and I help people. I develop in the background other CEOs and I'm a consultant, right, to other organizations. And a lot of people are like, well, how could she get out there and put stuff together for other people? But she not, no, baby, I was building. They ready. I had to get ready. So it's easy when you have somebody who has all the components and all the pieces and you know what you're doing. So it's easy for me to come in and to put somebody else's stuff together like boom, 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 because you had all the pieces. I didn't have all the pieces. I had to go collect my pieces and gather my pieces, which was building and stuff. But anyways, if that's understandable, I'm going to get off now. I forgot I didn't have bought myself some dinner. I just got in from checking the mail and decided to go and get myself a little vegan burger. And yeah, so still packing. The movers can't get here till Monday. My lease is up tomorrow. Don't mind my head because tomorrow I should have been sitting in a chair getting twisted. I got my appointment and everything. Getting twisted. I wanted to wait till I got onto the islands to let them do it. But anyways, it's all good. It's a little bit of it's not even really, it's nothing. Because like I said, I listened to Spirit. Spirit told me days ago, you need to look at your daddy, and because of that love and that compassion. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going. I'm going to stay right here for my dad for a couple. What he wants, he's going to get. And because of that, I'm not tripping at all that my passport didn't show up. And so I'm thankful. I'm just laughing really because I'm like, ooh, wee. That just would have been, that really could have been, and I'm like, ooh, I'm just so thankful that it ain't. I ain't gonna think about it. So I'm excited. And I'm so excited. It just, it actually, I got so much stuff that I still need to do here. So I'm like, it's no big deal. 10:30 Christmas night, December 25th, I'll be in the air. I'll be in the air. And everything here will be settled. And everything will be well. Yeah, I'm having a hot flash. So I'm going to get off because I needed to get out of all this stuff, all these clothes that I had to put on to go outside. All right. Have a beautiful rest of your evening. Tuesday, I should be on Tuesday and Thursday. And we'll talk some more. All right, y'all. Have a good one. My heart to yours. And remember what I always say. We don't need permission to build. Social, economically, we don't need permission. And we don't need permission to heal. All we need is to have respect for one another's differences and know how to work that out and what that looks like and come together and lead with love. Because when you lead with love, what you build now, you're building on a strong foundation. And that's why what I do with the young women that I've been focused on for all this time, that's why the foundation is there. That's why they're here 20 years later. That's why they're here 12 years later. That's why they've never gone nowhere. And that's why now they're coming and they're saying, you know what, it's time. And I'm telling them too, it's time for me to stop coming out and talking. It's time for y'all to now come and tell people about what it's been like. It's now time to come out. It's time. And matter of fact, it's time for me to hand it over to y'all. and watch y'all soar and be there guiding, but watch y'all do what you need to do so I can step over to Enrique's vision and do the things that I know that I need to do with the elder women now. Okay? All right, y'all. From my heart to yours, have a beautiful rest of your evening. Bye. I'm like, where's the button? That one.